fit life as well as work life, but also just being able to eat healthily. So, wish me luck. So this week has been kind of touchy. I have had to take a few days off. I got my COVID shot and did not feel the best. I think I came down with 100.6 degree fever for 2 days. And so I've just been kind of medicated, and when they talk about your arm being sore, like, I've not felt even this type of soreness from working out from my trainer, and it's just unimaginable. So I think I took about 2 days off this week. My eating this week has not been where I would like it to be, but I have kind of started to reprioritize some things so I can get that in alignment. And I've been listening to some great research, so I am all about research. The more scientifically I understand about this process, the easier for me. It's just the way my brain works, versus looking at how-tos. So I'm hoping that this next week will be better, and that I can get myself more focused, because now is crunch time. I have my bridal tea party coming up here soon in June, and I want to look good for it.
Good morning. I am checking in just to kind of share how I am able to balance my workouts, my meal prepping, my fitness routines, all while being a full-time mom, a career professional, and all the other different titles that I hold. The easiest way for me to describe how I am able to balance and do them all is integration. I integrate my family into my workouts by including them on my daily walks. They may be riding their bikes while I'm getting my mileage in. My son may be riding his Jeep while I'm running beside him, getting my cardio in. Or we'll simply have family time down in the basement where the workout equipment is, and we will do it that way. So for me, it's not an either or. It's not something that I exchange one for the other. It's more so about integration and incorporation. And so while I'm building my life, my fitness life, I'm also building my family in the process.
That's a great question. And so I'm not really a fan of the notion of balance, just because over the years I realized, like, when I'm trying to balance everything, something falls, and when it falls, like it falls hard and it hurts. And so I'm all about just trying to blend everything in together. And so I start my days really early to get the things in that are important to me, but also I try to incorporate my family into my workouts, into my day gig, my night gig, and so that it all kind of blends together.
On my route today was my girls and my son, but my girls have a very rigorous schedule when it comes to their gymnastics life. They are very young, but they go to gymnastics because they are on the USA Gymnastics women's team 3 times a week for 3.5 hours. And I found myself yesterday allowing one of my oldest daughters to take a rest. But one of the things that I was preaching to her that just kind of hit me on my route today was, when you commit to something, it's important that you see that something through, unless, what do you really value that commit, or that person, or that thing that you've committed to? And so as I'm running, I'm rehearsing this teachable moment that I had with my daughter about, remaining committed, and we remain committed to the things that we value. And I'm like, how have I shown up for myself in remaining committed to the goals that I set?
And how have I established my routine so that, yes, rest is awesome, but giving up is just not an option, and pushing myself to the brink in order to achieve those results. And so it really did make me think about, that moment where I had an opportunity to talk with her, and I realized, do you value you? And at the end of the day, yes, I do. And the follow-up question was, well, why are you not showing up for yourself? What has helped me maintain a fit life and home life while working a full-time job and wearing other hats? Consistently, what I can say that has certainly been very helpful in my journeys from, starting to reaching my goal to restarting, all of that, it's really been the support of my husband. He has always been amazing when it comes to, really just being whatever I need, whenever I need. And so that's been really helpful in helping me to manage fit life, home life, and certainly, managing a full-time job. So that has been instrumental. So my love, I say thank you. I salute you. You are amazing.
Getting up early in the morning and cooking a quick meal for the same day. I was exhausted last night, so I decided to get up and cook another piece of tilapia and some shrimp to go in my salad. So that's one way to fit it all in and still take care of home life, work life, and this fit life.
As they say, never miss a Monday. So today, got my accountability partner right here, old hubby. We both are very sleepy. I'm so sleepy. But we're gonna go on in here and get it done. Might as well get a workout in while we wait to go pick our son up from work. So I'm gonna hold him accountable. He's gonna hold me accountable. Get us some quick cardio in. And what else, honey?
Upper body workout.
All right.
Real quick and fast.
We'll let y'all know how it goes. So work life is extremely crazy. However, my workouts are so important to me that I'm going to keep doing my workouts. I really feel like my fitness journey helps to level everything out. It gives me the opportunity to clear my mind and process information. And so the workouts continue to be great, but there's other pieces of my life that are a little crazy at this point.
So, it's funny, how does my family hold me accountable? Well, so when they know I'm serious about something, they will remind me, in particular, my daughter, my mini-me, if I'm making a choice that I shouldn't be making, she will say, well, Mommy, aren't you on a diet? No, little girl, first of all, I'm not on a diet. It's a lifestyle. It's not a diet. But anyway, she will remind me and put it all in my face for me to really think about, I probably shouldn't be doing that. So I do appreciate her for keeping me honest. And then my husband and son, my husband in particular, he will help, and prepare smoothies, preparing other things that might be helpful.
Good Sunday morning, just checking in, finishing up a 5-mile walk. Although I wanted to do 8 miles, I had set out to do 8 miles today. I was only able to do 5 because I have another engagement in the next few minutes, so I got to get dressed for that. But also because I told my family that after my engagement, I would be spending the rest of the evening with them. So I was clear to make sure that although I got my fitness in and it might not have been the amount of miles that I wanted to get in, I wanted to make sure that I honor my commitment with my family. Again, this week is all about trying to balance your fitness life with your family life, and this is how I get it done. I at least do what I can for one while maintaining the other, but still honoring my commitment to both. And I think that's critical, especially if you want accountability or if you want your family not to resent what you're doing. Again, it's critical that you make them a part and uphold your commitments that you've made to both your fitness commitment as well as your family. So checking in on the Sunday. Have a good one.
So my family is no help when it comes to my eating habits and my diet. My family generally thinks I'm a weirdo because they believe in fried chicken, ham, hops, all of that stuff. And so I've just learned over the years to prepare my food separately from my family, and I'm okay with being the butt of all jokes.
Part of that is, they are not necessarily, on the same journey or have the same goals. So they're not as concerned about the calories that they take in as much, depending on, where your goals are. So I can't necessarily expect them to eat all the same things that I'm going to be eating. When I'm training for show or whatnot, I might be a little strict or stricter than what, they would be used to. But in general, when I have introduced various clean meals to them, for the most part they've been receptive. The kids, they will sometimes look at it a little sideways, but for the most part they understand when I'm committed to something. They will certainly try to help out.
Hello everyone, just doing a quick check-in. I'm excited. I'm headed out to my accountability partner's home, Alyssa, to talk with her about how she is doing in week 6, where we are talking about all things balance. How do we balance all roles that we play in life, as well as with our fitness journeys and maintaining focus and just prioritizing ourselves in the midst. Also, how do we include family? And I feel like Alyssa is a perfect person to talk to about this. She gets her family very involved with her fitness process, and so I'm excited. We are here pulling up at Miss Alyssa's home, and she does not want to be on camera, but I'm gonna catch her anyhow. Hi, Miss Alyssa. The beautiful, beautiful home. Did you get you some new planners? So, Alyssa, how have you been?
I'm doing good.
Good. So we are entering week number 6. And as you know, this week we are focused on family, balance, the different roles that we carry as we try to maintain our fit life. How do you feel like you're doing with that and the challenge so far?
To be honest, let me think about it. Not really good. I could do better. When it comes to balancing, I feel like I sometimes have it under control, but then I realize things can be chaotic if I don't thoroughly think things through. I'm kind of, would say maybe I procrastinate sometimes. Mm-hmm. So in my head, I have all these ideas, and then I don't actually plan them out strategically. So it kind of just makes the whole process extremely long. So.
Yeah. And so when you go through and you plan out these things in your mind and they don't come to fruition, what does that do to you mentally?
Mentally, it makes me feel kind of like a failure, or that I'll just kind of say, well, I'm just going to restart, or next time I'm just going to do X, Y, and Z, or rethink it and try to plan differently, but it kind of makes me frustrated sometimes, just knowing that in my head I want to do something in a certain way, but then I'll allow other things to distract me to where I'm not fulfilling what I know that I should be doing. So.
And so what type of things do you feel like end up distracting you or getting you off?
Sometimes family, trying to make sure everybody's taken care of, working extra, just trying to do too much and not enough time.
And so it kind of leads back to feeling like you failed. What happens to you when you feel like you failed?
I don't beat myself up too much. I give myself a little bit of grace and just say I'm going to restart the next day. So,
Does it ever find its way into the roles that you serve when you feel like you failed yourself one day or 1 week? Do you feel like it comes out like in other areas of your life?
not particularly. I feel like when it comes to my workout life, I will say that I don't probably give as much because I've already sabotaged that day. So I feel like that day is just a wash. So I'll just restart. And then even if I screw up the next day, I'll just keep hitting restart. Knowing that I need to really just take the time to really think about what it is that I'm doing. What do I need to do? What am I trying to accomplish? So, you know.
So when you find yourself restarting, do you ever have moments where you just don't restart or kind of throw in the towel? No.
I just keep hitting restart.
So one of the reasons
Which
why
is bad.
No, it's not bad. One of the reasons why I chose you for the Family Week, because I know how important family is to you, and how once you've experienced the, I guess, results that you've had, you've kind of wanted to bring in family members into that. Your sister, your niece. What made you get motivated to kind of bring them in and start to help them out with their fitness journeys?
I would say that I am a person that likes to motivate, and I'm one of those type of people who pretty much, if I say I'm going to do something, I try to fulfill it. I try to be a woman of my word, and I don't like to accept failure. I don't like to accept defeat. So, I felt like if I had my sister coming alongside with me, we could help each other out. And it's been great, but I can say that in the fitness world with her, I'm the motivator. And sometimes I feel like I used to always kind of tell her that I need to be motivated sometimes. And sometimes I need that extra push from you instead of me always being the person to say push, push, push. And then I really can say that I get an attitude when I'm always pushing, and then the person that I'm trying to push wants to be pushed, but then it's not accepting it. So then even so, you know, as much as with my niece, I found myself now not pushing her because it has to be something that she wants that's deep down inside. And
So it sounds like at one point you kind of got entangled with trying to motivate them and do it for them. And so at what point did you realize that it was time to take a step back?
When it was not being reciprocal. So not that they don't support me or encourage, and maybe I'm looking for encouragement in the way that I give it. So I decided, like, maybe if I just kind of step back and let everybody, because everybody's fitness journey looks different. So, you know, what I'm looking for, I can't expect for that person to give to me. So I just realized I just need to kind of just let everybody do themselves and let the chips fall where they may.
Absolutely. How does your husband or your children feel when you start to kind of get focused in on your fitness and trying to accomplish goals?
How do they feel?
Mm-hmm.
They verbally support. As far as like physically supporting, as far and you know, reminding me, you know, hey mom, you know, we're having pizza, you probably should eat something totally different. They don't do that. But as I said, you know, everybody's encouragement looks different than what I'm expecting. So they don't intentionally sabotage, but they don't intentionally encourage.
Yeah.
So
Yeah. What type of encouragement are you looking for?
I think it would be important, just in a family's perspective, that we do meal planning together. I think that keeps everybody involved. It takes some of the pressure off of me, having to think about what they're gonna eat compared to what I'm gonna eat. So right now I'm kind of in that mind frame of, this is what I'm gonna eat, and if you don't want to eat this, this I mean, everybody got to fend for themselves.
So it sounds like it weighs heavily on you not to be able to attend to their needs, but also it's important for you to continue to prioritize yourself. How do you balance that for yourself?
I kind of just go with the flow. I'm one that I try to do a lot of less stressing. I don't let things try to boggle me down or bother me a whole lot. I just kind of go with the flow.
Since we are now in week 6, it's been 6 weeks, and now we're starting to kind of get a little bit more focused. What exactly are you going to set as your ultimate goal, or even just weekly goal, to help you reach that ultimate goal?
Well,
Is it size? Is it weight loss? Is it muscle?
it's muscle. I really would love to tone up. As I was sharing with you earlier today, I don't know if it's in my head, I'm like, yeah, I can do this, or yeah, I want this, or I desire this. But then my body, physically, I'm just being a lazy ass. That's just it. I'm just being lazy, and I just want to do what I want to do. Sometimes it's doing the right thing. Sometimes it's just eating stupid snacks or sweets, or you know, not really being focused on what my ultimate goal is, and that is to really tone up my body. I want to be toned. I want to keep it maintained, and not that I'm trying to be picture perfect or anything like that, but I just want to be toned up and look good and feel good about, you know, myself. So
Awesome. And so as we conclude, one of the things that I know is hard is kind of feeling like you're carrying the load of healthiness for your family on your shoulders. And I know that that can be difficult and stay focused and still kind of want to set these things as your goal. And so what do you think would encourage you to keep pushing forward other than not wanting to fail?
I think one thing that would probably help me to push and move forward is kind of almost just like setting the tone and setting the atmosphere to where my family actually participates and make sure that they participate, and allow consequences to follow if they don't participate. So saying like, okay, you guys, because I've tried to have like my children pick out meals each day. I have my son pick out one and my daughter pick out one, and we just alternate between their meals that they pick out, so that would make it a lot easier for me. the follow through on that didn't turn out as planned, but I think incorporating that and everybody kind of being on the same but similar path, and allowing them to still be children and have snacks and stuff like that, and me just really getting back focused and getting my willpower back and not being consumed with life and living and everything to suck me back into, you know, making bad choices. I think that would help me to get back focused and do what I'm supposed to do.
Great. Well, I look forward to seeing how much more you get focused as we go along. Again, I've always believed that you don't have a lot of areas to work on in comparison. But I'm excited to have you on the me versus me journey with us, just because you serve as a motivator. And I feel like you're pretty much there, but you know, we are all wanting different things for ourselves. So I'm just looking forward to seeing what actually comes out at week 20.
Ooh, me too.
All right, lady. Thank you. Hello, everyone. So today is exciting because all of the APs are having a girls' night out, and so super excited about that. Instead of having our regular meeting on Sunday evening, we decided to all get together and have some fun and celebrate each other's successes, celebrate each other's motivation towards doing this work. So that is why I am all dressed up, and when I get there, I will show you guys how we're living it up. Talk to you soon. All right, finally arrived after an hour or so to Miss Jandria's house. Make our way in. Nothing is everywhere. But it's always.